My granddaughter starts her final year of the GCSE in September. So I've decided to produce some small booklets for her for revision purposes to use when it gets near to the exam. These are not teaching booklets, because by this time she should have done all the theory in the class. They're simply revision, help her revise in the towards the exam. There are several booklets, but this is the first one. I've also made a booklet with past exam questions from different boards with step-by-step solutions to help her with her revision. So this is the first book, but what I want to do, you can either look at it on the laptop and pause every now and again, or you can copy each page and make a book yourself. I'll show you how to do that now. There's a function, a snip function, which is a Microsoft function, and it's using Shift Win key, the Windows key, Shift Windows key S. So I'll do that now. Shift Windows key S. And you see it's blanked out. You can choose which section you want to copy now. I'm going to copy the whole page, so I'll just highlight it with the mouse. I'm going to copy every page, so you could just copy a bit of it. I'm going to copy it all. So that's the first page, copy. You see it's copied to this clipboard, and the clipboard can take, I think, 25 copies in sequence. If you try just use the copy function, it only copies one and it overwrites it. This Shift Win key S allows you to copy 25 pages. So there we are, that's done that. So you can do that now. Shift Win key S, now copy the clipboard. Now I've put a blank page there for the booklet, but you don't have to. So here are the theorems. Theorem 1, and the actual theorems in yellow. The opposite angles of a cyclic quadrilateral add up to 180 degrees. You use a Shift Win key S, copy that to your clipboard, and you've got 2 pages. Theorem 2, the angle at the center of a circle is twice the angle at the circumference. Again, I'll leave it on for you to copy it. Shift Win key S. That will copy to your clipboard. Theorem 3, angles from the same chord in a circle are equal. You see here. Theorem 4, angles subtended in a semicircle are right angles. That's from the diameter. Again, you can copy that. Shift Win key S. Theorem 5, 2 radii from a chord in a circle form an isosceles triangle. Theorem 6, a perpendicular to a chord passing through the center of a circle cuts the chord at its midpoint. Theorem 7. This is used quite a lot in the questions. A tangent touching the radius of a circle forms a right angle. This is quite popular in many questions, this one. Again, use Shift Win key S to copy it. Theorem 8. AB and AC are tangents touching the circle. The 2 lines AB and AC are equal. I've seen it quite a few times. Theorem 9, now this appears lots of times in the exam questions. The angle formed between a tangent to a circle and a chord is equal to the angle in the alternate segment. So this angle here is equal to that angle there. Now those are the theorems. These are some examples from past higher papers. They're all from the higher level of the exam, not the foundation. Sometimes the questions look really, really difficult. Sometimes they are, but most times, if you can remember the theorems, it's not too difficult to solve them. I've told Ruby that she needs to make sure she puts things down neat and tidy. The examiner likes a neat and tidy answer. You don't need to put all the reasons for it. I put the reasons down here, but in the exam, unless it asks you to say why, then it's quite all right just to put down the solution. Again, you can copy this question. You can either pause and watch it, or you can copy it and make a booklet. Another question, not too difficult. You can see the answer is quite short, really. Even though I've put some, it says here, give reasons for each stage of your answer. So now I've given some reasons. If it says that and you don't do it, you lose marks. Here's a question using the tangent, that angle there, so forth. So you can work out the answer. Again, I put down the reasons because it says give a reason for each step. And this is the problem for you to solve. Now, this question is what I found from 2022 paper 1. A very, very, I think so, a very difficult question. What I should do is find the area of these two shaded portions. And I put down here what you need to know to do this. You need to know the area of a circle, area of a sector, area of a triangle, and not the area of a segment. Well, you can find this is the inner circle. And there are two ways you can do this. This way, first of all, down here. You wouldn't need to draw this in the exam, of course, you used to on the original paper. But here you can see that this blue shaded portion here and this one are the same. So the actual area of this shaded portion is the area of the whole circle minus 4 of these. So you have to work out the area of this bit here. And you can work, if you didn't see the question, you find out how I've actually done it. I mean, you could actually do it a different way. You could find the area of the circle and take out 2 of these. Get the same answer. So I'll just go back to show that there. If you copy that with a Shift key S and leave it on, I'll just go down a second and copy the next bit down there. Now there's the solution to the question. You see, you need to know the area of a sector, the area of a, give it in there, the area of a triangle, put it in there, the area of a segment, and the area of the blue shaded portion is the area of a sector plus an area of one segment, so on, and the answer down there. This is quite a difficult question. It's one I would only tackle if I was really confident. But there we are, that's the way to, if you want to either leave it on and just pause it and watch it, or make a booklet if you want to. How do you make a booklet? Well, what you need to do now is to go away from where you are now onto a Word page. Open a Word page. You need to copy it onto the Word page from the clipboard, and if you use Win key V, that will bring up the clipboard. You need to start from the bottom upwards and copy each page to each page. It's quite easy to do, but remember, to copy the page you use Shift Win key S. To copy from the clipboard to the Windows page, or to the Word page, sorry, you use Win key V. It's not important to copy it, but I think it's nice to have a hard copy. I hope this is interesting, and I'll put on the other booklets soon, and also put on with the other one, there's quite a lot of questions. I did 50 from one board and 20 from another, so there are quite a lot of questions. You can either leave them on the laptop to look at them, or you can again make a booklet if you wish to. Thanks for watching.